Alright, well this is interesting as all get out. I just walked up here. And wanted to do a video about boogers being around the house. Well, this is a new log across the trail. But what I want to point out, and I'll show it a little bit better, right there is where I usually sit. And up on that top porch is where I was sitting whenever this one actually got built. But look at all this. Look how all this is. I mean, very fresh. And I don't think it's... And chickens, they're down around the house. Bailey just now came up. But this branch here, I'm not even sure where it has come from. I want to show y'all something else. And this is one thing to look for if you're out. Look at all this. All this is so fresh. It used to be this was their sitting spot back behind this tree, and they would look. Watch me. They would make all kinds of noises from up here. It's kind of pressed down here. It's a little bit few yet. But that's what they would be looking at. See how all these limbs are? All this was added after that tree up there fell. And you can see it's uprooted. Another tree above it fell, and another one over there fell, all in one night. While I was down there watching, or listening one night. But inside of here now, it's all smashed down. And I think they pulled that branch over to give them a bit more cover. There's another branch leaned up right there. Old dead branch. This thing has definitely changed since the last time I was here. These beech trees keep their leaves a lot. This one's actually bent over and being held down by this branch and that old rotten log. Here's another rotten log. It actually looks like a smaller, flattened out spot. They've also got one down here. But if you've got boogers on your property, this is one of the things to look for. Like if you hang out outside a lot, like I do, even before I knew about boogers, I would be outside petting the dogs or reading a book or what have you. And a few summers ago, I heard these trees being pushed down. I think it's 3, maybe even 4 years ago now. But they keep adding to it. This is newish right here. This branch right here. I mean, where did that even come from? I don't even know where that came from. And then all these leaves are being moved around. Could have been turkeys, I guess. But usually if turkeys do something like that, they'll scratch on around. This tree here was broke about the same night that all this was going on. There was no wind or anything. And this log, that's what I'm looking to see where this log was, and I'm thinking it was up here. But if you've got them around your house, there's another one up there that I think I actually got on live stream them doing, tearing the trees down. And I'll walk over here and show y'all another one. I want to document this too because now I put the shell there, I'm pretty sure. But they keep adding sticks on top of that stump. These trees with the leaves left on them. This Woodland stump used to be a lot bigger, but it's breaking down now. I want y'all to notice all the leaves everywhere except from this path. It's like the leaves have been cleared off of this path. all the leaf litter. And then underneath this tree, there's a big clearing. And again, it kind of looks down to where I see it at a lot. And there's one more place down here. Right here is where I found my first ever track. After being screamed at and had hoo-hoo, like a crazy owl sounding. But this log wasn't as rotten as it is now. But almost like that. It's more like that up there. And I found my first track in it. It had stepped right on that log, and it was a huge track. Since then, I found several more up here. You can just see the trail here. I would be in the garden, and rocks would roll off this hill. I could come up here and find places in the ground where the rocks had been pulled up and rolled down the hill. It seemed like every time I would stick my head down to do some work, a rock would come off the ground. That actually looks like it could be a track. Hard to say that. And there's another one. I'm going to show y'all this one last place up here. A lot of times whenever I'm in the garden, and this is good to film this right now too, because in the spring, they get more active in the spring here for whatever reason. And they're able to start building stuff again. They had something here, but it's all beat down from the weather. And plus, I'm not out in the garden as much. Still need to clean it out a bit, but well, that's kind of weird. They had another structure right here. So, I'm thinking right in here they would see it a lot. It's hard to see down in the garden. A lot of the rocks would roll down about where Bailey is, and some more would roll down right in here. And basically rocks about this size. And like I said, I could come up here. I've had rocks hit the roof. I've come up here and found the exact spot that the rock came from up here. It was a bird. It's always interesting to me to see now where did that rock come from. It hasn't been there very long. Usually if a rock sits somewhere for any amount of time, I know these have because I put them there. But the dirt, the ground underneath them would be dirt. Now that one, I have no idea where that came from. It's busted open too, freshly busted open. Could be a knocking rock. Put it right there. One more place to show y'all that's right around the house. And again, I'm just doing this so if you have them around your property, they like to watch folks. I mean, we're kind of their entertainment. Maybe one or two will come down here to watch and, make sure you're not getting close to the major part of the clan. Here's a bunch of little sticks lined up again, like down at the barn. Many times I've come home and had a knock or a whistle, only to have a return knock or whistle coming from up the holler. I guess to let everybody know I'm home. And they know that I know that they're here. And they will take opportunities to mess with me. So let me go down. I'm going to show y'all one more. Let me get these out of here. Actually, I had these hanging up in a tree. And now I don't know why they're on the ground. And I'm hanging in that beech tree over there. What was that, Bailey? Let me go show y'all one more spot. So it makes 3 human observation posts over here. And all 3 of them line up in the eyesight of where I usually sit at. But I've got a couple more sitting places. I like to keep my boogers on the ball and up here building structures and such. We'll check another one out. Alright, this one's fell in from the winter. But they had built one here. Most of it was up there where the stump was. There's a flat area that happens to be right there. But gravity has got a hold of this a little bit better. But I see it a lot right there. There was, and I'll see it. There was another one up here on the hill. And this is what I told my neighbor. See that right up there? And just walking around his house, we've seen a couple places like that. Where they would sit and watch. Now there's a couple more, like I said a while ago. There's one up here on the hill that we heard being built. There's another empty plastic bag. No idea where these bags are coming from. That one hasn't been there very long though. I didn't notice that driving it out. But they'll build places like that and watch you. I think we might be able to see the one down here now that all the leaves are off. But I don't know, in the springtime, they're just more active. And I don't know if they've got a breeding season or whatever, but I think it's kind of they're happy. Because all the food's coming back. You know, everything's budding out green and everything's, maybe we won't be able to see that. Everything's budding out green and everything's, yeah, I'm too low to see it. But it's right up there. We heard that the night, actually. I see some new stuff up here now. And right there's where I see it. But springtime's coming. I think they get happy because of all, you know, all the green stuff coming up and out. Plus you're having a lot of easy to catch baby things. And it's just one of the things to look for around your place. If you're out in the woods, you may not even know that they're there. But I think these guys are in a lot more places than people give them credit for. And, hey, the possum's gone. The possum's up at the barn. One's still in the creek and one of them's still up in a tree. I don't know if it's where this one's the gifting tree. But I don't see any possums. Something got the possum. But it's one of the things to look for if you have a piece of property that's remote. And it really don't have to be all that remote. If you're on the border of some woods, you know, big patches of woods, you might even live in a community. And these things are a lot closer than a lot of people think. So you sit outside a lot. Start looking around in the woods to where you can see. Because if you can see, this is another one right here too. You can see another one on up the hill. All that was done in one night. No wind, nothing. But if you can see a structure, that means they can see you. And they like to get in behind things and keep an eye on you. Pretty much, I think they're studying our routines, and then they might come in to play a little gag, hit the building, or throw the rock, or whatever floats their boat, I guess. They're kind of like young male teenagers. Silly. Anyway, that's just one thing to look out for. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm gonna get some work done. This is good working weather, 50 degrees. It's actually not raining right now. We got rain coming in, but I'll get some more work done on the barn. Y'all have a good weekend, and God bless.